What if the very thing you thought was delayed is actually right on God's schedule? What if God is preparing to accelerate you in a way that will silence every doubt and glorify His name? Scripture, Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Beloved, there is a truth many people overlook. God is not slow. God is strategic. When He speaks of timing, it is not measured by human calendars, clocks, or deadlines. It is measured by purpose, readiness, and divine alignment. Isaiah 60:22 is one of the most comforting promises in Scripture because it reminds us that God Himself is the one who brings things to pass. Not your effort alone, not your connections, not your strength, not even your plans, but God. There are moments in your life when you feel behind. You look at your age, you look at your progress, you look at others moving ahead, and you quietly ask God, when will it be my turn? But hear the word of the Lord, when the time is right, not when you think it's right, not when others expect it, not when society pressures you, but when God sees the perfect moment. This scripture reveals a powerful principle. Delay is not denial. Waiting is not wasting. God's timing is never late. It is always loaded. God says, I will make it happen. Not you, not your anxiety, not your frustration, not your tears. I, the Lord, will make it happen. That means when the season shifts in your favor, everything begins to align quickly. Doors that were shut suddenly open. Opportunities you didn't chase begin to chase you. People who overlooked you begin to recognize you. Things you struggled for begin to flow with ease. It's called divine speed. It's called God's appointed time. There are blessings you cannot force. There are breakthroughs you cannot manufacture. There are miracles you cannot manipulate. But there is a God who has already planned the exact moment when everything will unfold. Think about Joseph. He was forgotten, ignored, betrayed, delayed. But when the time was right, in one day, God lifted him from the prison to the palace. Why? Because God Himself made it happen. Think about Sarah. Years passed. Promises seemed impossible. But when the time was right, God fulfilled His word. Why? Because God Himself made it happen. Think about David. Anointed early but crowned later. Why? Because God Himself made it happen. And child of God, He will do the same for you. Some of you are in your waiting season, but what you don't realize is that waiting is preparation. Waiting is positioning. Waiting is God aligning things behind the scenes. You may not see movement, but God sees timing. You may not see progress, but God sees preparation. You may not feel ready, but God sees your appointed moment approaching. When the time is right, God can shift your story in 24 hours. He can restore what you lost. He can multiply what you have. He can open doors you never imagined. He can send helpers you never expected. He can elevate you beyond your qualification. And when it happens, you will look back and say, truly, the Lord made it happen. So don't give up in the waiting. Don't compare your journey. Don't rush ahead of grace. God is not finished. The promise still stands, and your appointed time is closer than you think. If you believe God will make it happen in your life, drop in the comments, Lord, I trust your timing.